What's up, guys? We are live. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. But getting this party started. Let's see how this works. I got a little chesty cam on. We're going to be putting together the new Megasport Overland Angler Tent Trailer package. I have the tent. Well, it's coming. And then I have all kinds of stuff. So this is what it's going to look like. And it's going to take me some hours to make this thing happen. But figured I'd take you guys along for a ride, have some conversations. I got this up on my wall so you guys can see. I'm going to build it right here. And then you can kind of see right in front of me right here. But there is one thing I need to do. I need to head downstairs real fast and hit live on Instagram because it's weird like that. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I don't know if this is going to stay connected for you or not. You can see my messy basement. And the office. Messy office. Podcast studio. I'll see if we can get this go. Head back upstairs. See if we can get this thing built. And I'm back. All right, hopefully this will pick up the Wi-Fi out here on the Starlink and it'll hopefully start buffering a little bit better for you. This one looks all right. Let me know if you guys are listening in, if it's okay here. But I'm gonna start working. See, we'll get this party started. Wolf, love this. Dual cam live interactive chat is genius. It's like working on a motorcycle with your buddies, just wrenching, talking. Good freaking times. That's exactly what it is, man. Appreciate you. Now, let's take a look to see what we got. You know what I'm going to do? I need to break out a table. Because it's going to be a lot of parts. It's going to be wildly sore tomorrow, I imagine. I put one of these together before, the Malone Eco Light trailers. And I tell you what, I was sore the next day, for sure. Choppy, but volume is good. I can make out what you're doing. You know what? Let me make sure real fast. I really can't. So let me check a few things. Let me check the Wi-Fi, see what I'm connected to here before we get rocking here. All right. Wi-Fi. Let me switch the Wi-Fi over to the Starlink. We'll see if that's any better. See if that's any better. All right, we're on Starlink now. So, Rod and Rio, let me know what we got. Is it choppy now? The volume's still good. We'll see what we have going on. Chest camera's good, right? Hello, what's up, 643 Outdoors? We were putting together this guy. So when you buy a Malone trailer, you get it in a bunch of boxes, just like this. And although it's absolutely beautiful out right now, I should be out there fishing. I am putting this bad boy together, so. I like that these pack nicely, all the hardware, got numbers on it. A lot of hardware, but nicely labeled, so big fan there. I know what these are. These are for the leaf springs. All right, so we got that going. Garage cam is solid. Went up to 180 now. Golden, sweet. I think it just might be. I got the Starlink out here, sitting on the back of my truck. If that's what you want to call it. So We are good. Except I think it's burning power faster than it is gaining power. So who knows how long this lasts. This will go, but Old Town PDO Pro had that out yesterday. Didn't catch crap. However, I did have the Bonafide, which I'm going to unbury here in a second. But we're just breaking these boxes open. Golden. Let's see what we got in this one. All right. I'm sure they came in boxes for a reason. So I don't think I'm going to need this one for a minute. So, this is off the side. This is for more once I have the main frame built. I'm going to keep that over there. Let me know what you guys are up to today. I'm very curious. Bro, you got the RVR moving the other day. That was sick. Bro, well, to be fair, Wolf, I actually sped up the video a little bit to make it look more sick, but it still runs at like a 5.5. And I don't even have the thing trimmed right. So it does freaking move. Jason Smith, too. I've had a Malone trailer for quite a while. I really like it. I forget the name of mine, medium duty. It has 4 sets of J-hooks for 4 boats. Freaking sweet, man. Yeah, I'm a fan. And I don't mind wrenching on things. This is kind of fun for me. But I do have a couple kayaks coming, and they're getting a little bit too heavy for the truck. I don't feel like lifting them in and out of the truck all the time. So let's see what's in this box. But this one actually, it has it's kind of their new Overland series, which I'm kind of excited about because it has a rooftop tent on it. So that is going to be hopefully a lot of fun. I got some places here in Ohio that are definitely. All right, what we got here? This is going to be the rear stabilizer and vertical bars. So when you put the tent up top, this is going to be what stabilizes that tent. All right, interesting. Not going to need that till later in the build. Put that off to the side. I got all my tools out here. Got my deep sockets. Got my sockets over here. Most importantly, I have my coffee right here. Followed by second most importantly, a nice, juicy, delicious cigar when I need a break. And then, of course, the dude. If you guys haven't tried this yet, the Cabo Citrus from Mountain Dew. This stuff is a freaking jam. Love it. Rod and reel. Thought about getting a trailer. I got no place to store it, so I went with a Fuel roof rack. Nice. I was going to get a 2-enjoy roof rack, but the new Highlander, I got fixed rails. They're 20 inches apart. Awesome. Wolf. I got so many RVR mods under my belt for trim, but most important, drywall sponge inside the lower level panel. Tans. I'm putting together this guy right here. The Megasport trailer. That's what I'm doing. That thing condensates like a mother. You talking about your RVR on the inside? It condensates, Wolf? That's what you're talking about? I'm in the middle of unburying it at the moment. All right. I always try to keep it nice and clean. Stuff everywhere. Except right here. That's going to be my pile of crap box. All righty. Let's see. I'm guessing this guy is going to be the axle. So heavy. That is my guess. A lot of the frame, axle, frame. Let's see what we got here. Almost there. Come on. It is the axle. It is the frame. So that's one of the first boxes I'm going to need. All right. Pull these out. This over here. And there's the axle. And this is important. You're going to need this to register your trailer. So this is what you're going to take to the DMV. Make sure that you do not throw this away. So keep that right here on top of my Yak Attack. A lot of cardboard. That's true. Yeah, it'll build up. No, 100%. I've already felt there getting some water inside of the RVR. So I actually take this off and sponge it out every once in a while, just like you do, my man. Just like you do. Yeah, it'll build up. 100%. 100%. How much is this trailer? This one is one of their most expensive overlands. So a lot of upgrades. You can like piece these together, but it's going to have the wire rack in the back. It's going to have the metal box underneath. I got 2 more rod tubes. It's going to be a dual bunks, spare tire, and those rooftop tents, which come separately and might actually show up while we're going live today, are also expensive. So I think this all together is around $7K. It's one of the most expensive trailers that they make, but I'm a fan. I like it. They're lightweight. I don't have a big truck. I can't carry like a super heavy trailer, and these are galvanized steel and fairly light, still a little beefy, and so it works for what I'm working for. But if you want to get anything on the Malone trailer website, head over there to Malone, and if you use the code WINDLE15, you can get 15% off. So they make all kinds of things. They make racks. I just put one of those together yesterday, and they make trailers all the way down to like $1,500. They have all kinds of stuff. It's pretty sweet. All right. Cotton Candy Kayak. I've been looking for a trailer. I'm split between the Malone and a custom trailer from a company in Idaho. What's the company in Idaho, my man? I am curious. All right. Let's get these main pieces out. You guys are going to make this go by so much smoother for me. I got the big boy axle. Come on. Get some reps in. All right. Laying that off to the side. Card freaking board everywhere. I need to have a fire. Nope. Maybe it wouldn't have been a good day for kayak fishing. It's a little windy out. All right. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Let's open these up. Big boxes, but don't weigh anything. Let's see what's inside. You guys ready for this? Are you ready for this? I know what's inside of it. There's only one thing that is this long and doesn't weigh that much. It's got to be a rod tube. It's got to be. It's going to be the rod tube. These are going to be the hangers for it. I like it. Is that code time sensitive, or will the code still work next year? As long as I'm working with Malone, which I am, should work next year as well. In fact, there's another code offer 20% off right now. I think it's Windle20. I believe that's what it is. That is time sensitive. I don't think they're going to hold that one out there for a long time. All right. So this is going to be the Bazooka Pro. One tough son of a gun. These are from Flambeau. You guys see that right there? There you go. And so these are going to be extendable, which is nice. And so it extends from 73 inches to 102 inches. So it's going to, they say, Perfect for saltwater rods. Foam pattern on both ends for protection. 2 secure lockable latches. Airline approved in case I go travel. So let's go and break this out. And there she is. A Bazooka Pro. There we go. There it is, guys. Called a Bazooka Pro for nothing. Check this out. Bazooka Pro. So I'm going to lock this and put it on the underside of the rails right underneath that tent. And then I'm going to be able to hold my rods in here. So I like it. I like that it's extendable as well. So it opens with latch. Like that. Kind of pops open. Latches on top. And also, you can lock it if you wanted to right there. I mean, you can cut through that lock fairly easy. It's a piece of plastic, so I could probably break that off. But nonetheless, you could lock it if it makes you feel better. You can lock it again right here. You could double lock it, and it's extendable. So I would imagine this right here has something to do with the extendability on it. So I basically take that out, and I'm sure it extends out. So I want it to be. So I got 2 of those. Those are not inexpensive. I thought about making my own out of PVC, but I was like, you know what? I used to do a lot of that stuff. I ain't got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. My girls are going to have a heck of a time playing with all these boxes. What is... This is definitely metal. This is heavy. All right. And I just pinched my finger. That's awesome. All right, guys. Awesome. I'll put my Windows 15 in my notes for next year. Heck yeah. How many rods is that rated for? I don't know. It didn't say. Let me check the piece of paper I just threw away. A lot of rods and reels is the question. I guess it depends what you're throwing in there as well. It doesn't say. If I remember correctly, and the reason I wanted 2, I think it holds 4. So I'm not entirely sure. I think it holds 4 with reels, but we'll have to test that out in real time. But great question, brother. Great question. Let's open this guy. Just a bunch. Oh, we got staples. It's a heavy box. That's all right. I got needle nose pliers. 1 staple. 2 staples. I can't feel them under the tape. Maybe that. 3, 4. There. I think I got her. I think I got it. Just a lot of the square tubing. Wildly exciting. But very dirty. All right, let me set this all up over here. Let me know what you guys are up to today. Just putting this together, shooting the bull with you guys. Figured it'd be a lot more fun putting it together with you. I just put together just by myself. All those 5 pieces are the same. Got some long pieces in here. All right, this box is 2 of the long ones, 5 and 4. And this box is unpacked. It's getting warm. It's getting warm out. All right. Getting ready for work, man. Would you rather be going to work? Or would you rather be putting together a trailer? That's the question. That's what I need to know. All right. Let's go open some more boxes. Let's do a big box. Let's do a big box. I'm guessing. Oh, this is heavy. Tires? Maybe tires? Let's see what we got. Fenders. Nope, tires. Lodestar tires with fenders and tires. I'm going to break these out. A lot bigger than the ones on my Malone Ecolite. Fender number 1. Fender number 2. There we go. Metal ones. On my Ecolite, they're plastic fenders, which makes sense. It's called the Ecolite. And we got some big boy tires. 1 tire. Mounting hardware. Number 2 tire. There we go. Some fatties. Let's put these out of the way down here. Also a spare in there somewhere, which is nice. I'm gonna go overland. Should probably have a spare. And the directions. Lay that there. And the box pile. I imagine these are lug nuts. Imagine these are lug nuts. No, incorrect. A wiring harness for the entire trailer. License plate and the brake lights. And some. All right. I was wrong. I'm going to put this up here. Boom. All right, here we go. Work. What's that? I'm a retired guy. That's what I'm talking about. Being retired. I'm going to check my battery up here because this thing was losing power. Oh, it is losing power faster than I am. I am using it. We'll see how it goes. It's rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling. Got a new phone. Of course, it takes Type-C. All I have is Lightnings. Let's see what the power is doing out here in the Starlink. It's a lot to manage, 79%. I'm burning faster, slightly faster than I'm using. That's all right. All right, next up. Get down to the bigger boxes. This looks like another bazooka. That it is. 2 bazooka tubes. We're getting down to the last few boxes here. Got a big big box. Put this Bazooka Pro latcher down. Put her off the side. The hardware for that. All right, on the hardware table. All right, I'm old. I work. Pay for the kayak fishing addiction. Heck yeah, overkill. I work to pay for it all. That's kind of where I was. Yeah, the kayak fishing addiction is not cheap at all. I remember when I first started off goofing around with all this stuff. And my wife and I started having some conversations about how much money I'm spending on kayak fishing gear. That was actually the birth of the channel. It was never at the beginning like a go full time and do this full time. It actually started just with, hey, I am spending a lot. My wife is correct, per usual. And oh, look at that shiny. That shiny, delicious. Check that out. I don't know if I was expecting that. I knew it was in here. Ah, I'm blinded. All right. There we freaking go. This is the box that goes on the bottom. Yeah, it's a little heavy. I'll take it over here so you guys can see it. All right. So this is what's going to go underneath your bunks. And then it's on like a slide, right? So you can pull it out from the side. So I can pack up from going camping or whatever. I can pack it up. Got some hardware in there. Reinforced on the top, which is interesting. Wonder why. Yeah, lock it down. And then keep things nice and dry. I can just kind of pull this out. I didn't want to drag it around all weekend. So I got a place I love to fish down in Southern Ohio. And this is going to be nice. I don't have a lot of room in the back of that little micro truck over here. So, all right, let's put this off to the side. Down just through a couple more boxes. Then it's wrenching time. My kids are gonna get home like, Dad, can I play in the boxes? Yep, play in the boxes. Definitely can play in the boxes. All right, what else we got? What's in here? This is going to be I don't know what the technical name for it. The stabilizers. Oh, these are just stabilizers. All right, that's going to be toward the end. Let's put that over here so it doesn't wobble and shake all day long. Oh, what are you guys doing over here? That's my married a woman who makes a lot more money than I do. Smart man. I love it. Got the XTR, I imagine that's probably what he said last season. Awesome. I'm 5 years into kayak fishing, loving it. Davy Crockett goes north. And I'm telling you what, it is addicting. It is a lot of things. Brings a lot of peace, a lot of joy to my life for sure. If you guys chiming in, we're building this Megasport tent trailer, overland trailer. So a lot going on. So I'm just unboxing right here, and then I'm going to find the macro instructions. Lost my knife. You guys are probably like, I know where you left it. There it is. And I have a feeling this girl is going to be the wire basket. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Well, that is a lot more heavy duty than I anticipated. That is a beast. Goodness. This is top of it. Like a bear box. On Hack the Appalachian Trail, we definitely had to utilize those. They ain't messing around. Me. So, if you guys didn't know this, if you have a new iPhone like 17 Pro, it'll actually screen your calls from people that you don't know. And it'll basically say, share your reason for calling, and then they have to share it. And then it comes up, and someone just said calling for Darren. So I know that obviously it's probably someone I don't know, and I didn't have to pick it up. And so that was kind of nice. So it's basically for anybody who you don't have their phone number in your phone, which for me is, I've had my phone number for like 15 years. If I don't have your number in my phone, I don't know you. I probably don't really want to talk to you. All right. So that's a fun little feature. I found that through watching a YouTube video on it. So that was fun. All right, coffee break. What do we got here? Got some nice weather, still ice and snow up here. It's nice. Like, the weather's nice. However, the water's still in the like 40s, 46 to 48. So fishing's a little still tough. When it's 52 degrees, I'll be out there a whole lot more often. Rod and reel. Can I post a link to the trailer? If not, I understand why. I don't know what you're talking about. Which link are you talking about? If you guys are having a conversation and think it's beneficial to one another, then go ahead and post that link to the trailer. I'm here to support every company. I want every company to succeed in this sport that I absolutely love. So, all right. What else we got here? Same here. River fishing only right now. Those are kind of scary because I know fast moving. Yeah, guys gotta be careful out there on the water for sure, especially in rivers, especially if you've never been in a river before. This is one of the reasons Chad and I created KFAST, Kayak Fishing Advanced Safety Training. And to cover stuff like this. So we're getting to the advanced. We'll be talking a whole lot of more about river fishing and what to look out for to stay safe out there. That's coming in advance. We hope to have that done. There's a lot going on right now. Hope to have that done by June 1st. So we're writing curriculum right now, which at the beginning of season is just a lot going on. All right, so I know what these are. I'm not going to open up right now. These are just essentially the bunks. So it's just padded 2x4s. I'm going to open up these two. I think it's going to be a bit of what I need. This does not look like a tire. However, there's supposed to be a spare. Let's see what this is. It is a tire. All right, there's a spare. Got the spare carrier right there. I put one of those on my Eco-Rite, and then spare tire. Put that over my tire collection over here. There we go. And then one more box. We can start putting this bad boy together. It's probably gonna be more framing stuff. Heavy box. So full of metal. And it's got staples. You know what? I'm just going to try to pull it. Hopefully everything falls out this side. Houdini. All right. Rest the frames. Now, I need to find the instruction booklet. I have to start piecing this bad boy together. Whew. It's getting warm. It's cooler in here, so I like it in here. All right. Where's mine? Low life. You can borrow it, man. I'll let you borrow it. Can't you get these already built? If you order them from Malone, this is kind of like the nuance to it. And if you put together, you're going to save money overall on a kayak trailer. So you can get them built. I'm sure someone will build them for you if you go buy it at maybe a dealer. But I don't mind actually putting it together. So I figured I'd put it together with you guys. You can buy them built, but you got to keep in mind it's just labor, right? Anytime you add in labor, you have a tendency to jump the cost really fast. And as a new full-time content creator, I have more time than money. So, you know what I'm doing. All right. Where is the macro instruction? Not it. I might have to macro instruction. Where's the macro instruction booklet? I thought maybe I would come across it. I did not. The stabilizers, something I printed off. Got the jack stand. I guess technically it could be one of these bunk boxes. Could be one of those boxes laying at the bottom. I've got a conundrum. I'm going to check through some of these boxes. I would assume that it'd be in the like this, with all the hardware box. Let me see if it left it in there. Here is an instruction, not the one I'm looking for. I just have to go print one off. I don't know where the main instruction is. Got every other instruction manual, just not that one. All right, guys. Here's one. Aha! This one looks thick. There it is. There she is, the Malone Megasport. All right. Let's start putting it together. You guys can see that. Things get too tough. I got this and that. All right. Mainframe assembly. Group 1. Tongue assembly. I just got to get into the rhythm of all this. All right, here we go. Group 1, bag 11412. Basically saying all the assemblies, all the pieces I need. Group 6. All right, so group 1, I'm going to need all the frame components in bag number 11412. Bag number 11412 on it. All right. All right. We are organized. Now I got to put the frame together. Like so. All right. The spring bracket mounting hole should be facing down. Spring bracket mounting hole should be facing down. Align all across the members shown. Okay. We secure all 4 corners. The direction of the third cross member faces forward. So that's going to be this guy right here. As you can see, these face back, back. This one faces forward, this one faces back, this faces back. And this one is forward. These are the spring bracket mounting holes. And this probably makes sense if I start putting this together. All right. So it looks like it's set up like it's supposed to right here. Yeah. It always takes me a minute, and then I'm cooking with gas. So these are going to be mainframe. Measure from the rear corners diagonally to the front corners. You got squared up, adjust as needed, fully secure the 4 corners. We do not flip the main frame on its back to make it easier to install the tongue frame, springs, and axle. And once the springs and axle assembly is installed, we'll flip the trailer back over to complete it. All right. 2, with frame components upside down. All right. This is longer, so I'm assuming this is going to be the main frame. Now, how I know which one is supposed to be on the top, the bottom. Any differences between the two? So far, there is differences. Just not entirely sure what they are. So we're gonna look stupid together. Well, I'm gonna look stupid. You guys are gonna watch. Here's some coffee. Yes, Dustin, this is a kayak trailer. It's gonna be the Overland trailer. The Megasport, putting that guy together. It's gonna have a rooftop tent on it. It's gonna carry 2 kayaks. It's gonna have a metal box, a wire basket, a spare tire. We're gonna put on jack stands. And this is what we are building. So it's getting warm. Figured I'd build it along with you guys. At least until the power goes out. So I'm trying to put the frame together, trying to figure out the framing. And this is what I'm looking at. So it's saying we start the assembly of the mainframe right side up. However, I don't know what right side up is. So I guess I can count the holes. Let me see. Let's match them up. So this doesn't look right side up because there's extra holes right here. So I think I need to actually flip it over. Maybe. This looked like the photo. One. There must be a hole there. Am I messing this? Am I messing this up? I'll build this on top of that. I will figure this out. I'm assuming those frames. These are nipped at the corner up here to take an angle. So those are going to be these two. Whew. Now I just picked up a 21 Carvana Sea-Doo trailer. I'm converting it to a double wide. I love that. For the longest time, I actually ran a utility trailer that I modified to carry 2 kayaks. I made a double decker, so there's one on top because I used like a truck rack and modified it, and you can slide one underneath it. So I got that video out there on YouTube as well. I had to go double wide to fit an XTR on it. Yeah, man. And XTR and what on it? Oh, and a P127. Heck yeah. You're not messing around. So I have a variety of different boats coming. So I have my PDL Pro and my RVR. I just got confirmation I'm getting an XTR as well, so I'm pretty jacked about that. So I'll be joining you on that ride. Light went out. And then also got a bunch of new canoes. Got the Unlimited Max coming in, so that should be a good time. So good times. All right, USA Kayak Fishing Magazine. If I recorded putting mine together, the cursing would have been too much for YouTube. I love it. Once I get it going, once I get the mainframe going, it moves pretty fast. But I'm trying to figure out this bad boy, and I am not entirely sure. I'm trying to look at the photo and match it up here. But what's throwing me off is these right here. This little 5-hole pattern. There's no 5-hole pattern. And so, but also said there's spring bracket mounting holes, which are going to be the doubles. The thing is, there's spring mounted bracket holes on both sides. I don't want to put this thing together. I hate putting it together and then finding out 17 steps down the road, like, oh crap, now I got to take it all back apart. We have all been there before. I do not want to do that again. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I look at it again, it doesn't matter. These are both on the same side, the exact same thing. So I think I'm good just to start putting it together. I didn't think it was when I looked at it, but now I do. All right, next up. These guys, I'm pretty sure they're all the same. That they are. And so we are going to put this one like so. Put the Malone one on the back. Okay. 1, 2 more. This one goes forward. And then this one goes like so. Get that right? I need a shorter one. Where's that shorter piece? I'm not losing my mind, right? This is a shorter piece. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's my short piece? Need that piece right there. It is shorter. Every time I build something, I'm not hearing you're not alone. You're not alone. Jacob, J265, going to be getting a motor from mine soon. What motor do you think best bang for your buck? Looking at the NK180 possible, but I'm open to suggestions. I mean, I would take a hard look at the Torpedo Ultralight. So that's what I run. It's going to just be a lot quieter. You're going to be able to go a lot slower. It's going to be a whole heck of a lot less loud than your NK1. I have an NK180. I have an NK. I had issues with it. It was so freaking loud. I had to get warranted. I actually did a video on that. I think the warranty sketch, in my personal opinion, don't love the warranty. So if you're a gambling man and you're like, hey, yeah, I want a motor, then go check out and go read the warranty page. Or go watch my video on Newport's warranty. And so just for a few $100 more or $200 more, you can get the Torpedo, and you're going to be wildly happy with it. I know that Newport doesn't even sell the NK180 Pros anymore. They're all HD. So the NK180 HD and the NK300 HD. I've already had videos that people send it to me. It sounds so freaking loud. And when you're fishing, that's not what you want. And they made the arms on it out of plastic. And I had a buddy just texted me a couple days ago and it snapped off. You got to worry about is how the warranty is written on Newport is that you only get one warranty. So if you use it for like a broken arm or something's broken out of the box, then that's your only one. So if something actually goes wrong with the motor, you, according to their warranty, they could take care of you. They might not take care of you. It's really, they have all the power if you read that thing. So I'd be careful there. I couldn't build this. Cotton Candy, I couldn't build this live. YouTube would cut me off quicker than a blink. What am I doing with my current Malone trailer? I'm going to get to the point, like this is like next level. I know it's ridiculous, but I think I'm going to get to the point where I just have kayak specific. Because the problem is every time I put a new kayak on, I got to change the bunks and it's a pain in the butt. So I'm going to keep the Malone Ecolite, and I might just run one of my like a new canoe or an XCR on it solely, and then I'm going to have this one, which is going to be a beast. And so I'm going to adjust the bunks for maybe the Unlimited or U10 or U10, and I don't know yet. So I'm going to keep that for now, but we'll see. Soon we're going to have more trailers than I know what to do with. I might end up just selling them. Yeah, rod and reel. Seriously. I had one. It's loud. People don't realize, like, bass can pick up on those sounds real easily. So, I mean, do what you want to do. Just do your research. I'd start with my video. I know people are wildly happy with their Newports. I know people who are wildly happy with their warranty experience when they had to use it. I also know people who are wildly unhappy with their Newport experience with the warranty. And so, but there's not a lot of competition out there. You got Bixby, which is a lot of times just underpowered for any usage outside of rolling around the pond. And I've used one. I just don't like the cages. It's not a lot of power. And then you got Newport, which is the affordable option. And then you got Torpedo. And what people don't like about Torpedo a lot of times is that it comes with a proprietary battery. The great thing is it's one of the best batteries in the business. So it's got the best BMS. It doesn't have a lot of issues with it. So I like it. But all right, what else we got here? I was going back and forth to 2 motors. Man, get a Torpedo and let me know how that goes for you. Howdy, my friend. What's up, Chad on the road? Yeah, it would be nice to have a 2 kayak trailer. I think on my Malone Ecolite, they actually sent me bunks for a second kayak that you can put on it, because you can actually put 2, but I never got around to it. And then I knew this one was coming, which, speaking of, I need to get working on. I'm missing, I think I am missing one last piece of frame. One last piece of frame. Let me make sure it's not hiding in another frame. Not there. Could be on a box I didn't open it yet. Not there. All my frame pieces. These are my bunk kits. Not going to be in there. I don't know what I got going on here. I feel like I'm missing a piece. I might not be missing a piece, but I feel like I am. It's a pretty long one. Let's go back to the parts list. See what we got here. All right, so I'm going to get the main frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces in the main frame. And I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces in the main frame. I'm missing a smaller one. Make sure it's not hiding on the inside of one of these, because they all came packaged together. It is not in there. It's not in there. Make sure it's not sitting in this box. There's some in this box. Well, let's see what's in here. Looks like framing. Sometimes you just shove things in where you can shove it in. Look at it. All right, let's see if it's in this. See what we got. All right, framing. Like a wheel system for the sliding cargo box. But, oh, that's nice. It's got a wheel system. However, it's not the extra piece of frame that I need, because there's 2 there and there's 2 needed for this. All right. Well, I got a problem, I think. I've got a problem. I think I'm missing a piece, folks. Maybe. Not entirely sure. All the extras underneath. Would you try wet launching it? Yeah, absolutely. I probably would only be like toting a lot of that extra stuff with me when I go camping. And then when I get to where I need to be, I'd probably pull a lot of that out and just wet launch. I'd wet launch it with it. I don't care. Don't care at all, because anything I put in there, I'd have in a dry bag, right? And then this metal box is so far up on the trailer, I doubt that would get wet. And if it did, I don't really care that much. All right. Well, I guess what I need to do now is just to make sure. I gotta open up the rest of these boxes. I wouldn't think that they would shove a frame into a bunk box, but I'm going to open. But I'm also looking at. Oh, that might be my issue. I thought all three of these were bunks. It doesn't make any sense. By two in here, but in here, and this one's actually just says Megasport. So this might not actually be a bunk. It might actually be metal. And that would be my issue that I'm running into. And correct. So let's see what's in here. Alright, some leaf springs. I got the handle for the tongue. Framing for the top. Square tubing. What else we got here? The main tongue. Come on. Tongue itself. Is this what I'm looking for? It is what I'm looking for. It was here, guys. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I got lazy, didn't want to open up the bunk boxes till later. What else we got here? The other leaf spring. My kids are going to be able to make a fortress out of these boxes. Should have a good time with those. Ah. I have a feeling all this stuff's going to be dragged in to my house. All right. We found the missing caper, the missing piece. Let's see what you guys are doing over here. Definitely going with that you think is better. You're a wise man. Yeah, man. Like I said, I've owned both. I've worked on both. My wife's driving, walking by. I'm going to be needing a trailer. My son is following me. I know. I love it. Staples. I hate staples. I know I gotta. My hands are getting pretty dirty, but my gosh, that build is going to take a while. Sure is, Alex. It's all right because I have everything I need. I got you guys. I got Mountain Dew right there. I have an Empress of Sheba. If you guys have ever had one of these, they're delicious. And I have a while, so I'm good. I got time. Not my first rodeo. I've rocked these out before. All right, so let's start wrenching on this thing. Start putting it together. I'm an old man, so I'm going to break out the old Snap-on. I'll be bolting on with these guys. Got the nylock nuts right there, so I'll be using that. And ooh, use my drill on this. So let's go ahead. There we go. Now let's break out a crescent wrench. Let's read that. Directions one last time. All right, what's it telling us to do? Where my directions go? Now, welcome to my life. I will be as organized as I possibly can. Let's see what we got. Where'd the macro directions go? Gosh. What in the world? What kind of operation am I running here? Is it? There they are. Randomly sitting on a tire. All right. We are going to throw. We are putting the nylon nuts on the bottom side. All right, here we go. So, note, direction of third cross member faces forward. Got it. Install the bolts downward from the top. Got it. Hand tighten only. I'm not going to listen to that. I'm just going to tighten it up with my, not all the way. Measure from the rear corners. Got it. Flip it back over to install the tongue frame. I think I got it. Spring bracket mounting holes. Spring grounding. All right. I'm going to need some type of lift. Get this up off the ground a little bit. Let's go ahead and grab this for a second. There we go. That is incorrect. What do I need here? I'm doing something wrong. Those aren't long enough. I can see. So bag 11412. Did I open up the wrong bag? There's 11412. What did I open up? All right, I'm gonna keep that separate from these. I'm gonna open this bag over here so we don't get confused like I already have. That's a lot of hardware, folks. As you organize it, it gets a little less overwhelming. Imagine these go on these guys. Correct. All right. Good to get that figured out. So you can get some coffee over here. I was going to get a trailer this year, but figured my landlord wouldn't like a trailer taking up space in the driveway. Get your landlord. Treat yourself. Paul Outdoors, my man. We are building the Megasport Overland Angler tent trailer. So I figured instead of doing it by myself, take you guys along for the ride. So we will see how this goes. All right. Now back over here. Bag 1142. Main frame first. I'm just trying to figure out how this all goes together. Little by little. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The question is, these are long enough to go all the way through both sides of the frame. However, I only got 6 of them. It would make sense if I had 4 to go all 4 corners, but it's giving me 6. So there it is. And so I'm going to need all of this for the main frame and the tongue frame. So after I'm getting text messages over here, what we got? I got Chad Hoover over here. I got Voya X. I have my vet reaching out about my cat. Pet's heads are falling off. All right, with the frame components upside down. Spring bracket mounting holes facing up. Identify the hitch tongue. Got it. What I am confused about. 1, 2. Oh, I can figure it out. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be used to connect the main frame to the tongue frame. And so I'm going to be using these to hold that down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's why I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I'm using these till a little bit later. I will be using all of these. So I don't need to, just need to pop these in here. One. Let's go ahead and do one side, and we'll slide the other side in. Two. Taking off, Ben? It's going. It's going okay. I thought it would. Just a little by little. Figuring it out. All right, I gotta make sure these are in the right spots. I got a lot of holes here where they could go. So let's take a look at that. So I'll screw that up. I can get the frame on. Should be somewhat easier. That's something to work off of. I thought about, there's companies or like job sites where people come out and like build something for you. I was like, I want to bid this thing out. I don't want to do it. Hand tight only. There you go. Awesome. Been enjoying your live streams. Heck yeah, man. Today we're not fishing today, but we're going to be dialing into live streams as the season kind of goes on. So look forward to kind of bringing that to you guys. But unfortunately, I don't know why this is doing this, but my iPad is burning more power than it is taking in. So I started at 30%. Now I'm at 9%. And I'm plugged into the wall. So maybe it's just an old iPad. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure if this is going to, I'm not sure how long this live is going to last, which is good so I can get all my curse words out for putting this thing together. All right. Oh my God. I just don't know how far apart these are supposed to go. So right now, I'm just going to kind of hand tighten it. There's so many holes. So live cuts out. I apologize. I'm on low power mode. Maybe there's a ton of stuff happening in the background. I'm back. Working on the frame. Thing's a lot beefier than medium duty J-hook crossbar. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, my friends. All right. I don't think I'll fully know if these are correct until I put the tongue frame on top of it and these align up or they don't align. So I'm not putting a lot of thought at the moment into the placement of these. I'm gonna have to do that as we go. This one's supposed to be moved toward the front. I am going to be sore tomorrow. All kinds of weird angles. My fingers are going to be raw. Which is fine. I got an editing day tomorrow. And in front of the computer. So a little wrist. All right. So get these hand tightened. And it looks good. And I'm assuming the only thing I could have off is whether or not this goes here and this one goes here. So I'm not quite sure because not a lot. Because there's a lot more holes on my frame than there actually is. What is going on? What's my main over here? Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Why is it showing both? All right, let's see what's going on here. Looks like it's trying to find. Oh, we're back. I don't know what happened. Garage cam went out. I haven't cursed yet. The ultimate IKEA experience right here. Apologize, guys. I don't know. Oh, they both went out. What in the world? Oh, I just jammed my knee on something. I almost got a curse word from Wendell just now. All right, if you guys can hear me. All right. Wi-Fi still alive. Checking the Starlink. Should be working. Oh, garage is back. I don't know. It's just kind of going in and out. This is some of the nuance that I'm trying to figure out. So, chesty cam's working. And I am just not entirely sure if you guys can see this. So, it shows 1, 2, and maybe these are spring bracket mounting holes when they're close together like that. So, it's my guess. Now, these are way, this shouldn't be here, I don't think. These are the spring bracket mounting holes. Let's test it. Where's the spring brackets? They're going to be a certain distance from one another. And surprise, surprise, that is where they're going to go. So this doesn't belong there, and I don't think it belongs toward the back of the trailer either. So I need to move this up to here. And then I think I need to, need to move this one up to here. And I think I need to move this one up to here. Good thing I didn't tighten those down. I could probably just undo it with my fingers, to be honest with you. All right. Minor mistake. There we go. Fix this one. And then it's going to be the spring right here. Maybe one right in front of it. The first one. I need a nut and bolt there. There we go. Then I tried to find a video on this trailer, but it's so new. I'm one of the first ones getting it done. All right, next up, spring bracket. Next one up. And you got this, which I don't want to get in the middle of. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to need to put the tongue frame on. So I'm guessing this needs moved up. Yep. Let's do that real fast. And then we'll put the tongue frame together. Let's see what we got going on there. Now, pretty sure this one is going to move up. It's going to have full break, whole frame. I think this one goes to here. That's my best guess. I guess we'll find out here when we try to attach the tongue frame to the main frame. For whatever reason, it doesn't want to come out. Got it. Now, here we go. All right, I think we got this. Now I got to put together this tongue frame that's going to lay on top of this frame. It's a big fat assumption, but if I do it right, that should work. Yeah, it's going in and out. I'm not entirely sure. I'm having some internet issues the last couple of weeks, but we'll see what happens. Hi, babes. I don't know, babe. I'm not worried about it. If it goes out, it goes out. It's been a good ride, folks. We're getting her done. All right, so next up, it's going to be a tongue frame. It's going to be these guys. So let's take a look. See how those match up. All right. Tongue assembly. Identify the hitch end of the tongue, the 3 holes on the driver's side. Got it. Pass the wiring harness through. Got it. Add the tongue safety bolt. Wires moved for clarity. Got it. Now, begin attaching the tongue components with the side frame rails with the tongue down the middle. Okay. Okay. Tighten the side rails beginning at the 4th cross member back, going through both the main frame rail and the cross member, joining them together. Work your way forward. The side rails will pinch together at the tongue. You'll use washers on the 2 front cross members utilizing larger oval holes. All right. Let's check out the next page. Time to provide some context. All right. Okay. All right. So this sure. Okay, right. That's all the way out on the side. All right. So Those holes are going to line up, which is, nope. Well. Holes should be lining up. These ones, those holes don't line up. We're back. It's going to be the fourth rail back. And it's going to come out and miss that bolt. So 1, 2, then miss the third rail. So it's going to be sitting on the fourth rail. 1, 2, 3. Fourth rail. It goes up here. And that lines up. So that's 1. It's on rail number 2. Gonna go like so. Like a that. And then the main tongue. This guy right down the middle. Like so. Like so. And then let me see what we got here. You listen to me, Siri? Quit looking at listen to me, Siri.
Was that meant for me?
No, shut up. All right. Identify on the left. Driver's side. I think I have this upside down. Yeah, dude. There we go. And I can tell because there's stickers. It'd be weird if they're upside down. All right. I'm going to piece this thing together. Piece it together. How you guys doing out here? Oh, low battery. This is about to die. It's about to die. I'm about to die. I'm hot, so I'm kind of wanting this to go down. But we'll see what happens. All right, so we are getting there. Slowly but surely. How far does this main frame go back? The main frame is only going to go back to the second one. So I need to bring this way up. It is right there. Okay, I see what they did there. I see what they did there. It lips out a little bit, so you can put a nut in there. And that nut is going to be the safety bolt. It's a non-coupler end. So once it's locked down, it can't move forward. It's a safety bolt there. So, all right, we're getting there. What I'm going to do is take this out. Put these together. Next up, 3 more bolts, 3 more nuts. This one, on the inside here, everything's lining up, so I think our deductions were correct. two. The same on this side. One, two, and now a safety bolt down here. All right. Let me see how that went in there. See how that went in there. See what we got. See what we got. There we go. All right, I was doing it right. I was doing it right. Safety bolt. It's gonna go right there now. Right about there. They say put the wiring through now. I'm not going to put the wiring through. It's easy for me. I got a wiring kit, so I can put that through with no issue. All right, so I guess everything's looking good. Now I just gotta put the secure the tongue to the main frame with these guys. So it's gonna go through the top, down, and through the holes in the center main frame. So there should be holes right there and right there. We got it. We got it, folks. Cooking with gas now. So I need to put, oh, I see. So I wouldn't put that. It's not a backing plate. You put it on before. Kind of sits on top of it. And then you screw it under. I would have done that wrong. I would have used it as a backing plate. So I'm going to follow the directions. So I'll get two of these going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So that's going to go underneath here, like so. And then this right there, this down through it all. Same on this side. And then the nut on the bottom. 1 and 2. Next up, 2 bolts, 2 nuts, 2 plates. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to put washers in here. Pretty sure. House member. You'll use washers on the two cross members utilizing a larger oval. And 2 front cross members. So I'm going to need to put washers here and there. So they gave me 2, 4, 6, they gave me 8s. So I'm going to be using washers. 1, 2. How's it going, Ben? No, I'm good. It's a pain in the butt. I'd have to stop and start and host it and all that bad stuff. Darren, it's going to be a double. Yes, it is, my man. Double trailer. Now I'm going to stop asking you to haul us around. Except yours is juicy too, and you might have the truck to pull it. All right. Next up, I was wrong. Do not need the washers. Put the back end of this tongue together. That's going to go down on the top. Through and through. There we go. Finish it off. Boom. Now, I'm going to do the pick. Two, and two. Let me see how these plates go. I'm pretty sure this goes on the top. Top, and then all the way on the bottom. All right. I can see it. There we go. One. All right. We are getting there, folks. We're getting there. Frame is almost done. Need to tighten it all back up, but we are getting there. All right, next up, I need to put these guys in. And I think I need to use washers right here and right here on the washers on the two cross members utilizing the larger oval holes. And so what they're referring to is these oval holes I'm using washers for. So got that set up. Two. Three. Four. Four nuts. Four nuts. One. Two. Three. Four. All right. Whew. It's getting warm, folks. Getting warm. It is hot up in this mug. Oh, I got 4% left. This could die any second. All right. So Let me see here. Something doesn't look right to me. Did I make a mistake? Let me see here. Tongue side down, except this is going to be on top. This is on the bottom. I think I got an issue. Yep, I got an issue. Not a big issue. Couldn't tighten anything down. I'm glad I figured it out now. So this is going to be flipped over. If I flip it over, it's not correct. So if I flip this over, I'm not worried about the sticker. I can just take that off and flip it over. But I need to take the center bar out, flip it upside down, and slide it back in. Because I'm building it technically upside down right now. So that's how I got to remember. And so because I'm building it upside down, the main tongue bar is right side up right now. So when I flip it over, it'll be upside down. It'll be wrong. So that's my problem. You guys see that? Yeah, see my issues? It's coming together. I'm making minor mistakes, not macro mistakes, which is good. I don't like macro mistakes. So the only mistake, yeah, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the leaf springs and put this thing upside down, put the wheels over, and then I'll flip it over and start building it out. And so technically this bar is upside down as well. So what I could do, all right, I think that's what I'm going to do. So easy fix here. Take this out. Slide this bar. Flip it upside down. Run it back through. Run it back through. There we go. So when we flip this over, then this will be on the driver's side. All right. Now we got to put this back on. Safety nut and bolt. All right. Now, I think I got it. Got you up while working the last hour. Right on, Rod and Reel. Appreciate you, man. I love it. Love the guys at work. Like, I'm just going to have this on the side. Whew. All right. I'm getting warm. Whatever my battery on this Apple iPad is down to 3%. So this might just completely go out in a little bit. No big deal. Just putting this bad boy together. I'll flip this over. I think I'll be good. So I got to tighten it up. I got to measure to make sure the corners are flush. So I'll tighten the 4 corners, do a cross measurement, make sure they're the same. If they are the same, then I'll tighten down everything else. Then I'll put on the leaf spring brackets. Build out the axle, put on the tire. We'll get this thing. It'll start moving back a little bit faster now that we have the frame in. All right. Yep. Attach the leaf springs. Then break out the axle. Tighten those up. Put that on. Then you flip this bad boy over, just like so. Always bend from the knees when lifting. Now it says, with the trailer now turned right set up, go back and fully tighten all the bolts and nuts along with the frame rails across the members. All right, so what I'm going to do is, sometimes you got to read ahead, make sure you don't get yourself in trouble. So I'm going to go through and just do a light hand tighten. And then when we turn this thing over, then I'll do the measurements. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it floppy for the moment, then we flip this thing over. All right, then I'll tighten everything up. Well, the issue is, I had to be the wheels so I can get up under there. All right, we good. We good. All right, so now let's just move on to what's getting the axle brackets. Head back here. Go over to, we're on group 2 now. Oh, almost. Attach the spring hanger brackets. Attach the spring hanger brackets to the frame right at the end of the tongue side rail. The U-shaped shackle bolt brackets mount to the front, and the C-shaped slipper brackets mount to the rear. Use 3/8 10-to-1 bolts and nuts. Assemble the nuts on the inside of the frame rails. Fully tighten all 8 bolts now. All right, I think I understand that. These are slippers. So these are going to be toward the slipper brackets mount to the rear. So these are the slippers. And the U-shape mount to the front. So, and then right at the end of the tongue slide rail, so it's going to be, this is the tongue slide rail. These should go right there. This should go right there. Slippers should go back here. It's the only place they can go. And this slipper should go right there. And that's going to be the spring, and then the wheels right here in the middle. All right, so let's go ahead, get these locked down. Now it's saying the 3/8 by 1 inch bolt and nuts. It's 3/8 by 1 inch. So these are 1 inch. Same ones we've been using, I would imagine. So let me see here. These are the, there's got to be the 3/8. Because we're not in group 2 yet. So group 2 doesn't start till here when I start using different hardware. So I'm still in group 1. In group 1, it's going to come with bag 1142. I'm good. Bolts go through here. Frame 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Give me a second. Let me head down to my other trailer just to ensure that those aren't reinforced all the way through the frame. Let's see if I keep the internet enough. Here's my Malone Eco Light. A lot simpler frame. This one definitely is a beefier setup. So let's take a look over here. All right, so there's the Eco Link. Nope, those are just bolted to the inside of the frame. I thought maybe these would be reinforced all the way up to the top. They are not. No problemo. As you guys can tell, I really don't like doing double work, so I'd rather double check it 3 times and get it done than have to take it apart. So far, so good. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See what happens. I got Wolf texting me over here. I love it. POV camera is a bit tough to watch. I figured. We got both. It's a POV camera. I don't know what to tell you guys. It'd be really boring if you didn't see what was right in front of me because I'd be working on the trailer. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe these guys. All right. I actually got to tighten these down here. 1, 2. And I'm just trying these things out, so actually really good feedback. I'll take the feedback. This whole live thing is different nuance, right? So it's difficult to, and you wouldn't be able to hear me if I didn't have this mic on. All right, I had to come back and tighten those, but I'm going to set up the other ones as well. 4, 3, 4. Then we'll get the leaf springs on. Get the spring on. Oh, gee. All right, these I got to tighten now. So I'm just going to use a crescent and this guy. Yeah, that's a problem. I was like, why didn't that work? I wasn't on the bolt 100%. There we go. Making quick work. All right, those are done. Those are down. Down. Get it done. That's right, man. That is right. Next up, we are going to be breaking out. We're on group 2 now. Group 2, which is going to be the leaf springs, the axles, the tires, and then the hardware for all of it. So group 2, if you go back to the front page, it's going to be bag 11412. I think 11412, yep, is the one I took out. I think it's this guy. 11412. Let me see. 114121. These it? Ding, 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 ding. 141. Here it is. 114121. 114121. This is what I need. This is what I need, folks. All right, good. Next up, we are going to boxes are blowing away. Blowing away. This is the one my kids are going to play in, so keep that there for them. They'll love that. Love it. All right. So next, spin the axles to find the side with the spring centering holes. Number 1. Okay, got it. 2. Spin the axle to find the side with spring centering holes. Got it. These holes mate with the spring center stud shown on the left. Lay the spring on top of the axle with the centering studs and the U-holes, then assemble the U-bolts, tie plates, and nuts shown. Make sure both springs are turned with the ends facing the same way. Then, run each nut down until it touches the plate only. Don't tighten. You will need to wiggle the springs to fit them into the spring brackets in the next step. Okay. All right. And then, tighten it on one side and it slides into the other. Then wiggle the spring eye bolts. Got it. Tighten the shocker bolts only into the grip. This is a hinge. The spring needs to move freely. Good to know. Now, the axle assemblies that attach to the frame. Tighten the axle plate U-bolts evenly, and then there's a slight bend in the tie plates. And then we have to flip this bee around. Tighten up the tires. All right. I think we got it. What do you guys think? On this axle. There we go. There we go. Take these two girls. These are going to sit right there. This one's going to sit right there. And they are going the same way. Next up, 1, 2, 3, 4. those lug nuts out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and should be one more. Where's she at? 10. All right. That's for those 2 big girls. And then these are for, should be 8 of those. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next up. Are these brackets. Got it. So this hole is going to be where the nut comes up. Just like so. Like that. This is going to go like that. Over. They'll go over or under. I think they go under. Yep. Those come up. Now, one side assembled, not tightened. Put that down here. There we go. One, 2. It's going about as fast as I thought it would go. You just gotta slowly piece it together. There we go. Oh, we are done.